me wrap this up. It's been pretty long, and I repeated myself a lot. A lot of the information was redundant, but I needed to repeat it because it's a prevalent issue. Everyone does it in some way, shape, or form, and we need to stop. What did we learn in this cast? We learned that we punish ourselves. We are our own torturers. We discount our abilities before we even are aware of them. We need to stop that. Just simply end it. Cease and desist. Now, of course, I'm sure a lot of you are saying it's easier said than done. No, it's easy to do. We just come up again with all of the excuses and reason our way back into these old habits. We justify the bad shit. We do it naturally all the time. Our fears, people will not go over a bridge. You will not explore the world if there's a bridge there. I have this crazy ass fear that's in this life that I have no clue where it comes from. Maybe it's heights, maybe it's water, who knows? It's a 1 in a million chance anything is going to happen, but I still have this fear and it's going to stop me from living my life. There's every reason in the world that 1 million of a chance that it might happen, it's going to happen to me. Does that make sense? Like, if this is how you think, then you're one of these people. You need to stop that, because what you're doing is you're putting all of the effort and faith in the bad stuff than you are in your own self, in your own abilities, and what your soul already knows. Your soul knows what you can fucking do. It shows this particular path. But when you got here between the time of your descension and birth, you lost all of that. You have to gain that back. That's your lesson. That's your job. All of that shit is a whole process. It's an entire process that people don't even know about, much less scratch the surface on. The bottom line is this. There's something in your heart for you to do. If there's something that you're itching and burning to do and you just can't shake it, then fucking do it, because that's what you're put here to do. Your soul is still alive and kicking in there. It's trying to get the fuck out of its cage. Like, okay, bitch, you got me in here. I didn't put myself in here to live this life. I put myself in here so I can accomplish this particular goal, but you are stopping me. So I'm going to make your life miserable, or you can just do the shit and everything else will work, because we got a whole fucking team back in the cosmos waiting for you to fucking step the fuck up. And once you do, everything will fall into place. They're willing to send the shit down, but if you're not where you're supposed to be, they can't send it to you. So come on, whore, get your shit together. We don't have all day. That's what we need to do. Stop saying it's easier said than done. It's a cop out. It gives us a little bit of margin for error or room for error. Man, fuck. Okay, we're in this presence now. We're human. So yes, that whole fuck up thing I was talking about on another podcast, where we're all human and being human is still no excuse to not do shit. Here we are, back again to the same fucking thing. Do what it is you're supposed to do and stop remaining in this low vibrating heavy scenery. Elevate above. See all the shit that's below. All the little people, get your ass up. Do what the fuck you're supposed to do on the inside. Get rid of all of the things that are keeping you down, the despondency and the despair, everything, all of these negative feelings. You don't need them. They don't support you. You're just comfortable. You're complacent. It's all you know. It's all of us know. It's just heartache and pain. We get it. All right. Okay. Let's move on. Let's find happiness now. Let's find joy. And we can find that in our soul's passions, whatever it is that we're put here to do, because that's the thing that makes us happy. If you love to do pottery and that's your thing and that's where you retreat to when life just gets too fucking hard, maybe that's what you're supposed to do. Bring life and art to people. Everyone has a job, no matter how minuscule it may be or how great it may be. Everyone has a job. So do it and you'll be blessed exponentially for it. There will be no more of the despair. There will be only happiness and joy and peace and blessings abundant. Why is that so hard? We say all day, every day, peace and blessings to everyone, namaste and all the other shit. We say all of that to each other, but do we mean it? Because we aren't living in it. It's a lot of people that's not living in it. It's not a lot of people that's actually giving it back to the world. You can only give it back to the world if you're receiving it, and you can only receive it when you're doing what the fuck you're supposed to be doing, because it comes from up high. So, where's the reciprocity? What are we doing? We're not even giving to ourselves, let alone other people. Like, what the fuck, people? Get your shit together. Stop making excuses. Stop doing that shit to yourself. Stop torturing yourself. Everyone needs to stop doing it. Shit, it's still some things that I do that are old habits that I'm still trying to shake again. Growth is a lifelong process. No one is exempt until they've reached the level of Buddha, Jesus. Reach those levels. Everyone has those abilities. Every single person. It says it in the Bible multiple times. It also says in the Bible not to hold on to those old things that no longer serve you. Do not hold on to them. Let the shit go. It's heavy. You think about it as being in school, in K through 12. You're not going to use the same tools and ways of processing information that you did when you were in first grade, when you're a junior in high school. You've elevated out of that. You've grown to the next levels and through those levels. It's the same with life. It's very simple. It's there in front of us. We're making it extra fucking difficult for no reason. All of this development, it is the blueprint for us for life. And it's like we only see what's on the surface. It's a whole entire fucking blueprint, giving us the discipline and the structure for us to be able to do that with life. You take those skills and you build upon them. You do the same thing in life. You build upon those fucking skills as you age, as you gain wisdom, as you grow through your own life and on your path. All of that stuff comes, but we block it for some reason. We allow, not even for some reason, we know what the reason is. We just follow it. Not we, because I cut the line at this we. No, y'all are following other people, following status quo. That's what's going on. People don't like to be the odd man out. Everyone likes to be liked. Everyone wants to be accepted. Man, fuck y'all. I don't give a shit if you accept me or not. I don't give a fuck. Because I have a job to do. And none of y'all motherfuckers are going to help me get into heaven or gain that seat or whatever the fuck it is that people want to believe. Whatever people are striving for in this life, no one else is going to help you do that. You have to gain that shit on your own. And you can't be a hypocrite when you're doing the shit. You can't say in one breath, I'm trying to gain a seat in heaven. Yeah. And then in the very next breath, after you get the in heaven out, you're doing something against your fellow brother or sister. You're not feeding a person. You're not helping a person. You're not volunteering. You're not donating. You're not doing anything to help someone other than yourself. I mean, if you're not at the point where your talent is in the works out there for the world to experience, so you're not doing shit for anyone but yourself. So you're not going to receive anything back. So your life is going to continue to be hard. You're going to continue to question why things are the way that they are. And you're going to be in this fucking cycle until you break it. Your talent is not for you. It's for you to cultivate it into perfection. And then it is for you to give to the world. Don't hold that shit in. Don't work for the man, as people say. Don't work for whatever. Work for that. Strive for that. Put that same effort that you put into having fears. Man, get off that shit. Stop. Because the world needs you. The world needs all of us. Each of us needs each of us. If there were 10 people left and 8 people weren't doing shit, what the fuck is what are the other 2 people supposed to do? How are we supposed to build a beautiful Eden paradise? How are we supposed to do that? Everyone's begging for it. Everyone wants it. Everyone's pleading at least the happiness of it. But we're not willing to do the work. What is that? Why? Look into yourself. Is it because the next person isn't doing it? Is it because you're afraid to? There's that shit, that rampant disease. That is the number 1 disease on the face of this planet. Fear. Fear is that thing. Everything comes from that. Think about that. The anger, the depression, trauma, all of those things come from fear. Racism comes from fear. All of it. We need to stop with the fear. It's fucking imaginary. False evidence appearing real. It doesn't exist. We're creating it for whatever narrative we're trying to fucking play out is what we're doing when we're utilizing fear. It's deeper than just not wanting to be near a snake. Unless some freak accident causes it, it's just not natural. So things that aren't natural aren't going to be prevalent. They aren't going to be constant. They aren't going to be things that you have to have a fear for. Like right now with gas being $5 a gallon, yes, the fear is real. Am I going to have enough money for gas so I can get to work and do all the things I need to do? Or do I have to sacrifice that gas money for food? That is a real fucking fear that a lot of people have right now. That's real. But snakes on a plane, that's not. We have these irrational fears and they take over and we get stunted in our growth. Just like trauma stunts us. All these negative things, these deadly sins or demons that cause them, whatever your view is, they're not real. They're not there for us unless we allow them to be. Demons can only take over. We invite them in. You can only invite those things in for them to grow within. So get rid of them. If they're there, if they're not, do not go opening your fucking doors. Leave the bitches closed to that kind of shit. And only open your doors to blessings and abundance in the form of doing what you were supposed to do here. Whatever that is you are supposed to do. Do that. Put the effort and the focus and the thought processes into that thing. Fuck everyone else. Fuck everything else. They do not matter. The only thing that matters is what your soul is trying to get you to do here. Let go of the heaviness. Let go of the pain. Definitely let go of the fear. And allow joy and peace to take its place. It is the only way that we can save humanity as a whole. We all have to do this. It's not just one person. It's not just heads of state. Every one that lives, breathes, and can fucking speak. If you can affect a person's life in a positive way, then you have a job to do. I say everyone that can speak, but I have been taught, silently taught, by individuals who had muscular dystrophy, cerebral palsy, and could not speak. You learn your greatest patience when you are surrounded by these wonderful individuals. They are smarter and brighter than you would ever know if you've given them the opportunity. If you've ever spent your time around children or even adults that are like this, they are such bright lights. And they're here for us to feed off of that light. Of course, they're not here long. Usually, they're here for our purpose. They're like little light boosters for us. We all have our own lights, but we have those little boosters, kind of like your charging stations for your electric cars. Then we have the one at home that's constant, but the ones out in the street gotta get a little boost every now and then. That's what they are. There are lots of things like that. We have our pets that do that. We have lots of different things to show us light, to show us life, to give us different perspectives, to show us, to make us more well-rounded. But we don't see things that way. The love that emanates from these individuals, the peace, the patience, the kindness, all of the things that you're taught when you have experience with these individuals, it makes you a different person. It makes you a better person. So try something different to help you get to where it is you're supposed to be. Whatever it is you have to do. These are just little things that are coming to mind, but they're true and they're there. Volunteer. Special Olympics. Volunteer anywhere and expose yourself to other people that can enlighten you and give you insight into worlds other than your own. Maybe that will help bring out whatever it is that's in your soul that you can't quite reach or that you're not allowing to connect. Whatever it is you have to do, put that effort in, because you damn sure put the effort into all the negative shit. Try something different and put the effort into the positive for once. For once. For once. If you're not living authentically in your genuine position, then you're not living. So you have no choice but to do every single fucking thing you have to do to bring that life and light of yours out. That is your responsibility, and it is up to you to keep you accountable for that. Your soul is in there trying to get out, and you're keeping it hostage. It's trying to get out to help other people. And at the same time, other souls are begging your soul to come out and do what it is that it's supposed to do. And it just goes on. It's a domino effect. When you don't do what you're supposed to do, those people can't do what they're supposed to do. And then the people that they're supposed to affect don't get those things. And then they can't develop to be the people that they're supposed to be to help the next group of people. Because the very next person that you're supposed to help could be right there, right next to you. And you're not doing anything for them. And it may be someone that you really care about. Think about that. Someone you really fucking love sitting right next to you could need you to be in your fullness. And you're not there for them. And something happens to them. If you're supposed to be a stronger version of yourself to help that person gain their strength, they never gain their strength. And they lose their battle because you didn't do what you were supposed to do. It's more than just the superficial social shit. It's the soul level stuff that matters. So don't take it lightly. Your soul is very fucking serious. It's needed here. You're needed here.